All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Diagnose it if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere, anywhere on our ad. Basically, this is the number of women that did not simply just scroll right on by. So they click somewhere on the ad, anywhere. And we care about this because then we know our Boudoir Facebook ad entered that woman's brain. And we know if our Boudoir Facebook ad enters a woman's brain, that's literally the only time that our chance of buying from us is greater than 0. So under 6% is a problem, and we gotta get this above 6% and ideally as high as possible. So unique CTRL is super common, or under 6% is super common, but it is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. So the 3 PCM, 3 pre-click mistakes, are the root cause of Boudoir low-click syndrome. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe building up here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And now BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. Can't get this anywhere else. We invented it. And treatment with this takes about a week. What we do is we duplicate the Boudoir Facebook ad, leave the original one as it is, on or off, whatever. We treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and at the end of the week, we simply keep whichever one running has the has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So from my residency, went out and found a Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it here to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL is 4.3%. So that means this ad is only going into every, 4.3 out of 100 women's brains. So that's under 6%. We know BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So that means we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS was wasting 37% of their ad spend. So if they spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we actually know that $3,700 a month is being wasted. So we can cut that wasted spend out instantly. So save the $3,700 a month, which would be like 40 grand in the first year. That'd be kind of like as a phantom profit by only running the Boudoir Pico treated ad. And we can run that just at only $6,300 a month, but get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So that's the magic of this. Next, second part of my residency, went out and found a second one, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. All right, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So let's duplicate it and let's treat it with BLC or Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. So we did that. We got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So insanely good. And we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 84% of its ad spend. So since it is wasting 84% of its ad spend, if they spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can actually duplicate, we can just take our spend, put it on the Boudoir Pico treated ad at $1,600 a month and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So $8,600 a month in savings. Literally, what's that, 100 grand in the next year, kind of like phantom profit back in the business owner's pocket. Next, we got the had a patient come in, Saw his Boudoir Facebook ad, 5.03% unique CTRL, so it's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So we actually did duplicated his Boudoir Facebook ad, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and found out with treatment, his unique CTRL got up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting 67% of his ad spend on, with that original one. So now we can, eliminate, if you spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can eliminate 6,700 bucks in wasted ad spend, keep that as a, again, like a phantom profit. And we can actually pocket that like 80 grand in the first 12 months and run the Boudoir Pico treated ad at 3,300 bucks a month, get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original Boudoir Facebook ad running at 10 grand a month. So super awesome efficiencies here. So from what I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Literally approximately half. I mean, look at the numbers here. We got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And so the average of that's probably like between 50 to 60%. So spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, about 5 to 6K, approximately 5K every month being wasted. That's 60 grand over the next 12 months. So let's look at this one. Go look at the unique CTRL. Well, we can diagnose it, see if we believe the unique CTRL is under 6% and they have BLCS or not. So, well, I see right here we got the below creative cluster mistake. So this is when we're filling out all the stuff Facebook recommends for us to fill out. The problem with this, though, is that Facebook's recommending us to fill these out because it causes more women to scroll on by, bringing our unique CTRL under 6%, putting us in BLCS territory. And Facebook wants that because Facebook can serve more ads per unit time because more women are scrolling by our ad per unit time. They're not clicking in to read more, see what we got going on. So this is good for Facebook, bad for us. So this will pull unique CTRL under 6%. We got the creative. Yeah, we got the looks like an ad mistake with this creative. So the false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe an ad should look like an ad. So that's how we've seen newspaper ads, magazine ads, and TV ads, other ads on Facebook, other boudoir ads on Facebook. So we believe our ad should look like an ad. But this is incorrect. This causes more women to scroll on by than necessary, bringing our unique CTRL under 6%. Finally, let's look at this See More headline. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. And we're only using a line and a quarter here. So first mistake, I'm already seeing we're only using like half of our space that we should be. When a life-changing boudoir photo shoot with Sacramento's top-rated studio. All right, so we only got one contextual element here. So yeah, that's the lack of context mistake. Most common mistake that I see though. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe putting only a little bit of context in our headline is the number one way to bring in buyers. And that is 100% incorrect when dealing with Facebook ads. So looking at this, do I believe this has BLCS, aka its unique CTRL is under 6%? So yeah, looking at kind of all the things that I've pointed out, yes, I do believe the unique CTRL of this Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. And this ad, I believe this ad does have BLCS. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking around at the market, you're seeing more Boudoir photographers enter the market every single day. You know, someone gets a new iPhone, all of a sudden they're throwing up a Google Maps profile saying they do boudoir photo shoots, or they get a new camera and they're, you know, They get a new camera and then they're posting in the mom groups that they now do boudoir photo shoots. So it's basically more competition for the same number of buyers. So it's getting more competitive, more saturated out there in the marketplace. And, so, you're also seeing inflation and living costs, cost of living, taking that into account. So you've already been optimizing your business, um, trying to pull out more profit for ideally, less input, less work. Um, Try to get a jump on all this and remain competitive. And you see Boudoir Pico can, save you approximately 5K in wasted boudoir ad spend. Eliminate that, about half the ad spend being wasted, and eliminate that and put that 5K back in your pocket instead of the Zuck's pocket, and that'd be approximately 60K over the next 12 months. And so you want this outcome, and you also want to achieve pre-click alignment to become a dominant boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, because you need this to achieve that on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM, and well, I don't have any. My patient intake is closed right now, but shoot me a DM, and when my patient intake opens, so my DMs are closed, but patient intake's closed. But when my new patient intake opens, my DMs are open. Shoot me a DM, and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.